Hey everybody. Okay, so if you just finished batch editing your photos and you're ready to start um, exploring Premiere, then go ahead and open up Premiere. We're going to start a new project. Give your project a name. So I would name mine Miss Lillard's Stop Motion. And then this is important. Underneath location. Right now it's saving it. Actually, I have a specific location set up from another project. It's probably by default going to put it in your Creative Cloud folders, but we want to change that. So go ahead and click Browse and find your desktop and choose the folder that you just created called Stop Motion. So find that stop motion folder, click choose. Um, and then the renderer should be set to Mercury playback. Um, yeah, I think that's right. And then time code, audio samples, DV, that's all good. Click OK. All right, so if this is your first time opening it, you might have a little welcome screen over here on the left. And feel free to click and drag that window smaller. This window down here is where we keep all of our files. So any images, any video clips, or any audio clips are all stored here. This is our timeline. We don't have anything on it yet. But when we drag something over, then you'll see 2 or 3 different lines available to add video, and then a few different timelines available to add audio. Up here is your playback window, and over here are any editing controls. So I guess the first thing you'll want to do is create a new folder in your bin or in your media browser. So create a new bin, and we're going to name it photos. So it's important to stay organized. This is a smaller project. You probably will have one bin for photos and one bin for audio. But if you're doing longer projects, you start having a lot of different types of video clips and a lot of different audio effects or songs, they get lost really quickly, and this is such a small short space that you end up having to scroll through a lot. So it just makes things a lot easier to stay organized. Okay, so here's your folder, photos folder. Go ahead and open that, and then file, import. And again, mine's set up to where I was importing photos and videos from another project, but for you, you're going to go back to your desktop, find your stop motion folder, and then you're going to find your photo stream folder, select all of those photos, and click import. And so I don't have those on this computer. I'm on my home computer right now, but I'll just choose one photo as an example so you can see what happens. Okay, so if you imported your whole photo stream, now you've got a lot of pictures, and they'll all be highlighted. You can hold down Shift and click and drag them to your timeline. So when you drag something and drop it on your timeline, now you see those 3 different video lines and 3 audio timelines. You can go ahead and press your space bar And you'll see that each of your photos has a run length of about 4 seconds. So it doesn't really make for a very effective stop motion. So what we can do to change that is, well, first of all, you can use your pinch effect or the pinch movement on your mouse track, your mouse pad on your laptop to zoom in and out. So if you zoom out, you'll be able to get all of your photos in one window. So you'll want to click and drag bounding box around all of them. Then we'll go to the top of the screen, hit clip, go down to speed duration, select a ripple effect. That's really, really important because as it trims the size of all of your pictures, there's a space left in between if they're going to stay on the exact same spot on the timeline. This makes it so that with each trim, the next picture gets paired right against the picture before it. So there's no spaces in between. And we want to decrease the duration to about 0.4 seconds. So it's, I guess that's like 400ths of a second. I don't know if that's right or not. 400ths of a second. I'm not sure. But that speed seems to work pretty well for stop motion. So click OK. And then you can move your playhead back to the start. And you'll see that your photos move through much more quickly. All right. I think that is enough for this video. The only other thing that will come in handy is for some reason when we import photos from, or I guess it's not the import, but when photo booth names photos, it only counts up to a certain number before it seems like it starts reusing the same file name or something really similar. And so what happens is your images get out of sequence. So if you need to reorder them, you can click and drag one to the line above and move it back and forth this way. If you click and drag it over another photo, it'll actually trim the length of the photo. And if that happens, you can either Command Z, edit undo, or just click one end and pull it to the desired time length. All right, good luck to everybody.